What up, though? Welcome to Tinman Podcast. Today we have a family man, good man, fitness man, good friend of mine, Warpath. He brought his family to the studio. We're going to talk about finance, family, fitness, addiction. And this will be a good episode, man. Please introduce yourself, brother.
What's going on? My name is Richard, aka Warpath, Macias, and I'm just here, man, to share my story, share my experience, all the hardships, I've been through, but overcame as well. So I just want to give you guys some inspiration, some hope, and some motivation, and just leave you guys with that. It's all love. Everything that I say comes from the heart, comes from love. So hope you guys enjoy.
You know what? I trip out on that. This man's been on stage. His wife's been on stage too. I'm just like, damn. With kids, work, coaching, what's one thing this week that was like crazy? Like, man, that shit happened this week. Like, what can you tell? Just to kind of like level the field today. Like, they're like, man, I let it go, but it bugged me.
Yeah.
Did anything happen to you this week?
Oh yeah, me and my lady just got done with having a 2-week fight, dog. You know what I mean? Like we didn't talk for like a good 5 days.
How'd that go?
Oh shit. I mean, we're good now. You know what I mean? We got through it, but during the time, you know how it is, bro. You see each other passing by. It's like you live in the same damn house, but you pretend like you don't even see each other. You know what I mean? You're just like, hi, bye, whatever, and then
You don't even give the bump when they're walking by?
you don't give a bump, nothing, dog. It's just like, I don't see you, you don't see me. Let's just go about our day,
You know
But,
what?
yeah, it's a trip.
You know, when my girl used to get mad at me, I'd be like, you still mad? Oh, man, pisses them off, huh?
Yeah, when you ask,
Yeah, especially you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they don't like that.
Oh,
Nah.
man. You're just like, okay, at least get a number. At least,
That's how you test, you know what I mean? You gotta say,
Yeah.
she's still mad. Let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, she's still mad. All right.
Hey, man, at least tell me the.
All right, yeah, give her space. At that time, dog, I just try to give the space and,
Yeah.
and all that,
I learned that, like, damn, she really mad.
yeah.
And I was like, shit. That's what I started learning about, like, sometimes you just gotta let these.
You just gotta let it go, dog. And I'm the type of person that wants to fix shit right then and there. You know what I mean?
It doesn't work, huh?
It doesn't work that way.
You're like,
you
man, I gotta wait a day or two?
Yeah. I gotta wait fucking 2 business days,
Hey,
If it's a Friday, I gotta wait till Monday.
yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
2 business days. Man, I'm so honored and happy you're here, brother. And
Thank you, brother.
it's been a minute.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of your growth, And I remember when you used to sit in your working truck or your van,
Yeah.
and you'd always give your messages. You'd be working, grinding, and we can all see your transformation, man. And it's admiring, And I always tell anybody that comes in here, man, I invite people that are in between, because we're not there yet. We're still working for something, but we're still struggling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because every day is a struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, big time.
And how did it feel to go on stage, dog?
It was surreal, man. Like when I was up on stage, I still couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would look out and I'm just like, damn, like I'm really here.
Yeah.
And especially just like, how they say like, man, like your whole life flashes before you sometimes.
It's quick, huh?
That's what happened,
Yeah.
So I'm on there on stage and I'm just thinking about everything that's led me up until this point, like this pivotal moment of me just standing here, everything, all the hardships, the sacrifice, the blood, the sweat, the tears, everything that came along with that. And it's just like, damn, dude, I'm here. And it was just a crazy feeling.
You look good, homie.
Thank you.
You look real good.
Thank you. I felt good.
I was like, that fool got big as fuck. But then when you were on stage, I said, man, this fool got lead as fuck.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I was happy to see you on stage. You know why? Because you took that blueprint that everybody had, put it to the side,
Yeah.
and you did the work of a bodybuilder.
Exactly.
It's not easy to bodybuild.
It's not, bro. There's levels to this fitness stuff.
And it's, bodybuilding is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. Anybody can carry around a gallon jug. You know what I mean? They can take all the supplements they want, and but when you're actually in it, dog, that's a whole different ball game right there.
When you started actually bodybuilding and get on stage,
Yeah.
you were like, man,
Yeah.
bodybuilding's a hard sport.
It is.
It's a sport that's like, dude, you can be as big as you want, lean as you want. If you don't know how to pose, you're
Yeah.
useless.
That's a whole different side of it.
Dude, people think being big is, you have to
Yeah.
be flexible, big and flexible.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's like an art form to it.
It's art.
I mean, you're an artist up there and you're the canvas, right?
Yes.
Like your body is what you've done 12 weeks, 16 weeks, however long it took you to prep. That's what shows. You know what I mean? Everything that you've done, the food that you ate,
It comes out at the end because
It
you can
comes out.
overspill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even if you think like, oh, it's just one donut, it's not gonna hurt me, bro. When you're up on stage and you're against all these other guys that did the same exact thing as you, the only difference that makes is who did more.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, because everybody's doing cardio, everybody's taking supplements, everybody is doing the work. But maybe you had one or two more donuts than the guy next to you.
And if you
shit's
didn't
gonna
have
show.
enough of what you were supposed to eat, you can come out flat.
You come out flat too. So it's a science, bro. It's like a little science. You have to make sure you're on point and making sure that you're just fucking doing it, dog. There is no falling off. You know what I mean?
And what happens? And everybody says, "Oh, I'm gonna come back up." Coming back, it's dangerous.
It is. You
You
gotta
can
be careful.
get 15 pounds, 20 pounds, like
That
this.
is the hard. I think that's harder than the prep, dog.
Right?
Because afterwards you have the mentality of like, I just suffered for 8, 12 weeks. Now I can eat whatever I want. You can't. You can't. Those like 1 or 2 weeks after that show, that's your rebound period.
Yes.
You can mess your physique up big time.
You can
Big
just
time.
you can just become a barrel.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything just
Well,
goes
well,
wrong.
people get sick, dog. They actually
Yeah.
they end up in a hospital, you know,
Yeah.
because they overdo it and they don't eat properly. You know what I mean? And yeah, they ended up being in a hospital because of that shit.
That's why I'm so glad.
It's tough.
I'm so glad you did it, dog. Your wife did it as well, and dog, that's some tag team.
Yeah.
That's some tag team shit right
Yeah,
there.
and doing it together, that's even harder because you doing it on prep by yourself, that's hard enough.
People-
And then you're adding in 2 people in the same household. Ooh.
Like two
Talk
pimples.
about, yeah.
Two pimples
You're
just
fighting
knocking
over
over, huh?
fucking food and water.
Plus the kids.
And that's the thing, dog, is the energy's low. You know,
There's
what I mean?
no good
The
energy up.
There's no good energy, dog. So it's like when you're low on calories, right? So you're restricting yourself there. You're moody. You're hungry, and then you don't even have the energy to want to get up and do stuff. But you got to. You got 4 kids. You got to take care of, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You still got to pay the bills. Like,
Yeah.
So this sport, dog, it's hard. It's difficult, and a lot of it. Everybody thinks, I mean, it's physical. Yeah, there is physical, a sense to it, but it's mental, dog.
Oh yeah,
It's mental.
all the way
And if you don't have it up here, you're probably not cut out for it. You know,
because it'll break you.
it'll expose you, dog. It exposes people. Anybody can say, I'm gonna jump on stage, I'm gonna do this stuff. But when it comes down to it, and believe me, I'm a big believer that anything's possible. Yes. But at the same time, you gotta be truthful to yourself. And it just might not be your sport.
and
And that's okay.
and everybody makes you look like it's so coachable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be great at that
Yes. Yeah, you gotta pour everything into that.
because if not,
If not, dog, why are you there?
it's
You know?
20 weeks, 18 weeks, minimum 15, 14 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I would give yourself minimum, that amount of time. Because you don't want to rush anything either.
No,
You know,
20 weeks would be perfect.
20 weeks is perfect, you know, and then depending, if you're lean enough.
Yeah.
There is people that they'll do a show and then, 3 months later, they'll do another show.
Yeah.
Right. So they're already kind of, they're in shape. They're already show ready. So then now at that point, it's a little bit more manageable because
Yes.
they've already done it.
Yeah.
So now you just got to maintain that look.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But then also come out better. 'Cause
Yes.
You want to beat that package.
exactly.
So I call it being happily dissatisfied. Right? I'm happy, bro, where I'm at, but I'm
Yeah.
not satisfied. Dog.
Yes, yes.
There's still so much more we got to do.
I feel like 3 weeks before your date, you should look up to par.
Yeah,
3 to 2 weeks before,
exactly.
if you look how you're supposed to, by the time you hit that point, you're gonna be.
Yeah, I think people that wait like for peak week
Yeah.
to see, like you already missed it. Like you should be, like you said, 2 weeks before, you should already look how you're gonna look on stage.
Yeah.
Then those next 2 weeks are just tweaking.
Oh, man.
You're just making little slight adjustments just to make it a little better, and then that's it. But you should be ready 2 weeks out.
And I have a question for you, dog. At what point in your life did you say, you know what? I'm tired. I'm gonna change my perspective on life. Before your fitness, how were you living, man? What were you doing? How was Richard? Before Warpath? How was Richard? Who's Richard?
Yeah, I was a mess, dog. I was a mess. I was lost, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was just, I was very selfish person, just thinking about myself, Richard.
Yeah.
How can Richard make himself feel comfortable?
Yeah.
And how can he basically just take advantage of other people to bring himself to where he needs to be at, right? So drinking, even though my family didn't like it, I still drank because you know what? It made me happy.
Were you macho?
Richard.
Was
Yeah,
Richard
dog.
macho?
I was there. I pay the damn bills in the house. I do this. I do that. Don't tell me
Typical
what to
Mexican,
do,
huh?
dog. Yeah. That machismo fucking like, hey, you don't tell me what to do. I'm a man.
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
And the whole time, I didn't have shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even have my family. I didn't even have the respect. But I'm over here, thinking that I do, dog. I was living a lie, big time.
your addiction, man. What did it bring you? Like, were you addicted to alcohol?
Alcohol. That was my main thing, but that alcohol led into other things.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Of
So
course.
it was like that door that opened up, and I call it like, you know, Pandora's box, where you open that door up and man, everything is there. So yeah, it started off very like juvenile, right? I'm just
Yeah.
gonna have a beer on the weekend.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna have a couple tall cans, not hurting nobody, whatever. And then it turned into more and more and more. Then it turned into the hard alcohol. Then it turned into like, oh shit, I'm feeling good. We got a good buzz going. Let's call up the connect. Let's get a little bolsita going. Let's see, you know, let's have some fun. Then there came the Coke, you know, here comes. So what I'm trying to say is that it opened the door to that whole world of vices.
That's
And
dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Yes.
Very dangerous, because, you know, you're in this state where it's just about you and you don't care who you're hurting. Because you'd think I'm ingesting this just for me. You know, I'm
Yeah.
just affecting myself.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, you're affecting everybody else around you.
You think because they say as a man, you're paying the bills, you're the macho, you're the head. Man, fuck, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can do whatever when I want because I'm paying the bills. I'm gonna go drink. I have it under control. I'm still going to work. So you're managing your addiction, and you're making excuses to get high or drink because you are the one paying the bills.
Right.
And you think that's big in our community, dog?
Yeah.
As our people, like being Mexican American, that we use that to our advantage. Like, shit, everybody else does it. Why can I?
Yeah.
But I'm not like them because I'm not on the street. I have a roof. I have a job. I have a family. I have my kids.
Yeah.
I'm not them.
Yeah.
You think we do that a lot?
Yeah, big time. I'm not like my primo over there.
Yeah.
He's, you know, he's way worse than I am, dog.
Yeah.
Like, at least I got my job going.
Yeah.
At least I got a car.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, if you're struggling, like, you're no different than anybody else. You're no different than that bum on the street that has nothing, even though you're living in a big mansion.
It's a lie.
Yeah, it is. So I think that's huge in our community, dog, where, yeah, that macho-ness comes from, like, just, hey, I pay the damn bills. You don't tell me what to do. But yet, dog, we're not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a man. We're overthinking that we're being a man. That ain't no fucking man, dog.
We're putting these little obstacles and making excuses of how we grew up, right?
Right.
Say, oh, well, I did. This happened to me when I was young.
Yeah.
I could do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Like you growing up, Richard growing up, how was your upbringing?
It was a lot of partying, dog. Like, my family, my parents were young when they had me.
Yeah.
You know, they were 19 years old. So by the time I was, you know, 5, 6 years old, they were 25.
Yeah.
And they were in the middle of their partying days. You know what I mean? So I watched a lot of parties going on, a lot of drinking. You know, a lot of just the wrong ways of how to celebrate life, I guess.
And you took that
You know,
celebration
and I
to
took
your
that celebration, dog, and I ran with it. You know what I mean? A lot of fighting in my household.
Yeah.
From my parents. I did have both parents in the house for a little while. But honestly, it wasn't the best thing because I
You
saw a
aggressive?
lot. When I drank, yeah.
You are, huh?
Yeah, dog. I was like, I tell people, like, you want to see the devil? Just give me some alcohol. You know what I mean? And I'll fucking switch up crazy like that.
It's crazy because that's the way I am.
Yeah.
Like right now, I can be cool. I'm sober.
Yeah.
My brother, he's always talking shit to me. It's like we have a bet going on, me and him. You know what I mean? I'm gonna win though. I'm gonna win. If I stay sober for 6 months, he's gonna get me a camera.
Okay. That's
Because I admire his photography is amazing. He's
Yeah.
such a good videographer.
I was seeing his work. Very good.
Yeah, you that.
You know what I mean? And,
Hey, that's only fair.
and you know what's crazy? Because he's giving me a home, man. I go to his house every Thursday. He gave me a family. I have my neighborhood too, but like he gave me a family of love, no judgment.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, man, I can be a man like he is one day too, you know, like you are right now. Because my vices pushed everybody away.
Yeah.
Like even my homeboys, like anybody I mess with, like me on drugs, I'm a devil, you know.
Yeah.
Like I think somebody's plotting. I'm gonna go over here. How am I gonna move on this fool? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like that's why your story is so important for the community because so many people need to hear it. Look what you're doing. You have a beautiful wife, beautiful kids.
Thank you.
You have an income because you decided to fucking change your ways.
Yeah.
And it's hard, homie. It's not easy. I tell people alcohol, when it gets by the balls, you wake up shaking, you know.
Yeah. I had the shakes, dog.
And how did you overcome that?
It was a daily choice, dog. And it was like, I don't even know how I overcame it because I just give it to God. Like the grace of God is what helped me go through it because I couldn't have done it by myself. And that's why I'm a big believer in God. And I'm not the most religious person, you know what I mean? It's just I know that there's a God out there because of what he's brought me through. I couldn't have done it by myself. So I have to give it up, all glory to God because I would wake up with the shakes and the only thing that would take it away was to drink. So that's what I did is I would drink, you know what I mean? And then that led me down that rabbit hole once again. And I just felt so hopeless, dog. Like, man, I can never get past this addiction. I felt like nothing was ever going to help me. So that's when I just surrendered. I dropped to my knees. I surrendered to God. I said, God, please take this addiction away from me. I don't like who I am. I don't like who this is turning me into. I need help.
At what point did you do that in your life? At what point?
When I walked into an empty house because my family left. They were gone. And I came home from work Friday night. Nothing, dog. Walls bare, pictures gone, clothes thrown out. I had my daughter's blanket in the middle of the floor right there. And that was like her blanket that she used for everything, to go to sleep with, comfort, all that. Only thing I could think about is my daughter doesn't have her blanket because of dad's mistakes and dad's issues.
Did you break?
I broke. I dropped to my knees and I cried and I surrendered and I told God, I don't want to be this person no more. And I asked him to remove it from me. And I just remember this feeling of peace overcoming me. Like as if he put his hands on my shoulder and he says, I got you, mijo. We're going to get you through this. And I could just feel myself bawling. And I think my words were coming through my tears because I don't remember saying anything really.
You're just crying.
But I could hear my mind saying stuff. And that's what he paid attention to was my tears, dog.
Broken Richard, right? Sorry, Broken Richard. An empty house, no wife, no kids, your daughter's blanket. What emotion did you feel knowing that your wife lived with your kids? Did you know they were coming back?
Nah. That time it hit me hard where it was different. And that was the time when it set in this ain't changing. The only way it's going to change, maybe, is if you change.
How did you show her? Did you say, hey, babe, you know how I would be like, I'm going to do it this time. Yeah. I'm going to change. Did you say anything? Did you call? Did you say, why did you leave? What's happened? I promise I'm going to do it this time.
I knew what happened, and that's what I always did.
We do that.
I did that all the time. Yeah. Jump on the call. Hey, babe, I'm sorry. Things are going to be different. Yeah. And it was the same story. It was like a broken record, dog. And only thing, my words didn't mean nothing no more. And that hurt. Because I'm like, dude, when I tell my kids or my family I love you, they don't even believe me no more. Because everything that I say, I never follow through with.
Did you ever try to fix it like me? Oh, man, she hugged me, she kissed me. There's intimacy, right? Mm-hmm. But it doesn't mean nothing.
It doesn't mean nothing. It's empty.
Yeah.
It's empty. And you know that, And so I didn't call her.
What?
I didn't. I knew what happened. And I just let it happen. And I was like, okay, this is where I need to focus. And then you let God take control. And I just let him take control of everything, dog.
That's crazy you said that because that is God. Because most people would be like, I would have called. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Give me another chance.
Yeah.
I'll start talking shit. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why I knew it was different this time. You know what I mean? Because I didn't call, dog. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to show her. That was the difference, was that before I would just speak with words. Yeah. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. No action behind it. That time, I stopped talking and I just spoke with action. That's what changed it.
What was your first move after that?
I got a coach. I got help. Yeah. So after I cried and I surrendered, I picked myself up. I got together. I went online and I started researching,
Was it a desperate move? Was it a call of help? Was it something maybe because I want to recover my family? What was your motive?
It was all of them, dog.
Yeah.
It was, I need help. I want my family back. I need to change my physique. Mm-hmm. Because when I looked in the mirror, I took a hard look at myself and I said, okay, is this the person that you want to be right now?
I see pictures of you.
Yeah. You've seen them, bro.
Dog.
And I was like, nah.
Tenías panza, güey.
Big. Dude, I was the one that looked pregnant. My wife never
I was
looked
like,
pregnant.
este güey sí pistea. Este güey, sí se echa sus chelas.
Yeah, that's all it was, dog. Big ass beer belly, you know what I mean? And so, like, I knew I had to change from all areas of my life.
Yeah.
It wasn't just the alcohol.
Yeah.
And that's what it made me realize is like, dog, I don't even have an alcohol issue necessarily. I got a deeper issue. I got a discipline issue. You know what I mean? Like, I lack discipline. That's why I'm where I'm at, dog.
Yeah.
I look at my stomach, look at my panza, look at I can't stop drinking. I don't have enough money in the bank account. I have all this shit that leads up to lack of discipline. And then once that clicked in my head, it was like, okay, what's the root cause of why I'm where I'm at? Discipline. Oh shit. So if I start to form the discipline, you're telling me that I can start changing all areas of my life at the same time. I don't have to just do addiction and then start working on my body and then start working on my money. I can do all this shit all at once under one umbrella, which is discipline.
That's crazy.
And that's the crazy
But
part.
you always had money for alcohol, huh?
I always had the money for that alcohol, dog. All the time. That's what I tell these motherfuckers out here. Okay, so you don't have money for a program to invest in yourself, but you sure got money for that pack every weekend.
Right?
Or the bolsita every weekend, right?
That shit don't miss, huh?
Hell yeah, or the strippers or whatever it is that you're into, dog.
Yeah.
You got the money, you will find it.
Yes.
But when it comes to you,
Oh,
where's it at?
You have a board of a million excuses.
A million excuses, dog, and not one of them matter, you know?
And now do nothing for
They
you.
don't do nothing for you, you know?
Yeah.
And so, like, that's when really, like, because I tried stopping alcohol, dog, for years.
Yeah.
Okay, like, years and years. Every fucking year I tried doing it. But the difference was that I started working on the discipline and not the alcohol.
What was your first step of discipline?
Was so having my macros, right? So I got my plan, I got with the coach, and I told my coach what's going on and, you know, how I want to stop everything. So he's like, all right, cool, we're gonna get you on a plan and form this program for you. And so I had to start tracking my nutrition. I had a workout to do every single day, and then I had to check in with him every single week. Mm-hmm. So that was like my first initial introduction to discipline, was like, okay, doing this every day despite how I feel.
Yeah.
Right? Even though I want to drink, I'm not going to have a drink because I know it's going to throw me off my goals.
Okay.
You know, so eating 4 to 5 times a certain way, that was 4 or 5 opportunities that I had to practice discipline.
I like that.
Right?
I like that.
My training, that's another form.
What was that? 4 to what?
4 to 5 meals a day, right?
Yeah.
That I have to eat a certain way.
That was your practice.
That was my practice. So
discipline.
that was a discipline.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got training in there too.
Yeah.
You know, I get off work or whatever. I'm like, I got to go train. I don't want to, but I'm going to go train. That's my 6th practice. You know what I mean? Then I started adding in like, well, I don't want to train after work no more because I'm tired. So now let me wake up earlier and go do before work. So now you see, I'm starting to stack all these discipline, all these wins together, which helped me form the discipline that I needed to say no to the alcohol.
You build the
I built the habit, dog.
like alcohol.
Like alcohol did.
Yes.
So I was able to transfer my bad addictions into good addictions. And that's all I did. It changed my life.
I see it.
It changed my life completely.
It changed your wife.
It changed my wife, my kids. Like everything that you're seeing, dog, was changed because I got the tools to build the house that I needed to build.
When you started building and your wife started seeing the change in Richard, how did you influence your household with your wife and your kids? Because your daughters were a little younger.
Yeah, my daughters were little, so they were seeing it, you know. They didn't understand what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know, they just saw it. So that's how I knew, okay, I just got to show them. I was done talking at that point, dog. I stopped talking about shit.
Richard became a family man.
I became a family
For
man.
once.
For once in my life. To not even just say I'm a family man, but actually be one. You know, that's a big difference. You
Big.
can say you're a family man all you want.
Anybody
dog.
can say that.
But actually doing it, that's a whole different ballgame. You know?
like father and dad.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, anybody can make a baby. But it takes a father, a dad, a real man to take care of that baby.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
It takes discipline.
And it takes discipline, you know, and it takes you putting yourself second, you know, and that's all these tools that I started building was from that. And I learned that and I transferred that over. And then now that's how I help other guys, you know, do that, you know? So how I influenced my family was showing up every day as the person that I needed to be. So I think a lot of people wait until they become that person. No, you have to show up as that person right now before you're even that person. So if I want to be a millionaire, I got to show up today as a millionaire in my mind, my actions, what I do every day. I'm not a millionaire yet.
You will?
But I will be because I'm doing it every day and it's going to equal out to that $1 million prize.
That's what I told Jordan. I said, hey, fool, I'm going to hit the jackpot one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Right now, I just need your support. I just need your help, dog.
$dollar,
Yeah,
give me a dollar, dog.
Hey, I can't pay you right now, dog, but you know what? You're gonna help me.
Yeah.
I pay with the Starbucks.
There you go. Hey, that's good enough. That's gold right there.
You know what I mean? I try to help him with
yeah.
that. That's all I can afford right now.
It's all good, dog. It's a thought that counts. So.
You know, and
But yeah, you gotta become that person. I think a lot of people they have that backwards. You know, they feel they have to be in a certain spot first to start, right? Like, okay, so in order to get in shape, I gotta first get a gym membership, or I gotta start eating right, or no, just start moving. Just start doing things a little differently. Maybe park, farther away from the store. Like do little stuff. So in your mind, you gotta change. You have to change this up here before any of this changes.
What was the? How can I put this in words, man? What was the biggest misconception you had about life?
That it was gonna be easy. That things are just gonna always work out in your favor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't work that way. That, you don't have to put in effort. And even if you do put in effort, it doesn't guarantee shit.
You know what you said about effort? I live by a quote, right? I think Teddy Roosevelt wrote it. It's effort and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. I feel like you can't have all those go together so you can find your path.
Yeah.
Warpath found his path. Warpath made a choice to change. Warpath became a coach. Warpath became a mentor. Warpath finally became a father, a dad, a family man, and now you're giving life to these communities that you built. Your wife is helping you build because she's a coach as well now. How does that feel, dog?
It's amazing, dog, just to see like something that I can do can affect other people in a positive way. Because I'm just used to affecting people in a negative way. You know what I mean?
I think that's big in this, right?
Yeah.
I think God, then we make excuses of who gives a fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You should give a fuck.
You should. Or who am I? Like, no one's gonna listen to me, dog.
Yeah.
No one's gonna do this. Like, people are watching you. Like,
Big
people
time.
are seeing you. You know what I mean? And like for example, when I was younger, I used to watch my tios and stuff drink and party. Guess what that led me to do? Oh, I want to drink and I want to party now.
Yeah.
But if I saw them maybe working out or doing something positive, that could have changed my life at that age and be like, oh no, I'm gonna do this now. You see?
Yeah.
So just because you feel like, who am I, right? I'm nobody. I'm not an influencer. I'm nobody that can, no, there's people watching you and I guarantee you they're learning something from you, whether it's good or bad.
And being a father, right, and being a girl dad, how hard is that?
It's probably one of the most challenging things that will ever probably come across.
You got to keep your cool, huh?
I got to keep my cool. I have to be that example and show them, man, like what a man looks like.
What do you do to show your girls what a man looks like?
Yeah.
You have 3 girls, right?
Yeah.
Tell me something you do with each of them to show them, look, man, like, or do they talk to you?
Mm-hmm. Of course, yeah.
So what type of advice, like say they ask you a question, like, Amy, what do you give them? Like,
So I show them through how I treat my wife.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I let them see my love for her, how I treat her, how I have respect for her. And they see that, oh, okay, this is how a man should be treating his woman as well.
Have you ever got a pedicure, dog?
Oh, yeah, dog.
What?
Shit.
Serio?
Yeah.
With them?
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to start doing that. That's the thing, dog. You got to step out of your box.
Yeah.
You got to, like, in order to be a good dad, you're going to have to let go of all that machismo shit. Like, stop being a macho man, bro. Like, the only way you're going to be a good dad is by letting your guard down and being soft. And that's what they've showed me. I was always this hard ass, dog. Like, I always wanted to be the hard guy, right? They showed me how to be soft.
You got to be a dove.
Yes. You know what I mean? And I tell people all the time, I'm saved, but I ain't soft in the sense where you're just going to run all over me. And that's another important part.
No.
Is showing them how to have compassion for people. But, hey, when it's time to go, it's time to go. So, hey, that's where you have to have your training on point. You have to make sure you're moving. You got to make sure you have skills, dog. Because I got 3 girls. You had to protect them.
You better throw hands
You
up.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ain't going to be that guy out there that can't do that shit.
I love that, dog. You said, hey, when it's time to go, it's time,
It's time
to
to
go.
go. It's time to go. And
That
they
man-
know that.
The animal stays at the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dove flies into
Exactly.
the house, right?
Yeah.
I love that. I always say, like, my problem was I never knew how to switch.
Yes. That's the hardest part.
Like, I'm in an animal inside the house and outside the house. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I just broke this shit in front of everybody.
Yep.
And were you ever at that point?
Yeah.
Have you ever got loud with your wife in front of your
yeah.
babies?
Yeah.
How did you stop that?
It was just another way of just showing like, who is it that I want to be? I don't want to be this person that can't control his emotions. You know what I mean? I don't want to let my
childish,
emotions.
huh, though?
Yes. And dude, it happens.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not perfect. You know,
Thank
so I'm
you.
not sitting up here.
You know, some people say, oh, I'm a coach.
Yeah, I got it all
don't act
figured
this
out.
way.
Nah, bro,
Yeah.
I don't got it figured out. I'm
That's right.
still learning as I go, and sometimes I still mess up. I still pop off. When we fought this week, bro, I stormed out the door. You know what I mean? I said, you know what, fuck this. I'm leaving. I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah.
I let my emotions get the best of me, and I left. And guess what? 10 minutes down the road, I'm like, why'd I do that?
Fucking idiot.
You know what I mean? Idiot.
Yeah.
Dog. I just showed them how I control myself, or the lack of control that I have for myself.
She was probably like, this fool.
This
I
fool,
changed
you
up.
know what I mean? Like, again, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah,
what did
yeah.
that really do? Did it fix anything? No.
No.
It just showed how immature I still am, how much work I still got to do.
I'm glad you say that because when I do that, then I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah, afterwards you regret it, right?
I'm like, fuck, man. I talk about all this positivity shit, right? Especially, they'll use that against you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, you're on camera, hey, everybody bless you. You're saying, like me, I'll say my good thing.
Yeah.
The minute I pop off,
Yeah.
I get a phone call. Oh, but you talk all
Hey,
this
dog,
good
didn't you
stuff.
just talk about
Yeah,
that?
did you just say you're a positive person?
Yeah.
I want them to see that side of you, you know? And man, damn, we're
No, it happens, dog. I'll be the first one. I'm never gonna be that coach or that guy that's coming up here. I got my life figured out. I don't, man. I still struggle. I still got a lot of stuff I'm working on. But that's the thing, is I'm working on it every single day. You know what I mean? I think life is about not being perfect, dog. It's not about always having everything straight in a row, right?
Yeah.
It's about going through the curves, and then wherever you're at that point, trying to straighten that part out first, you know, and then let the other shit straighten itself out. But I think we try to force stuff too much to happen
Yeah.
and mess it up.
And that's amazing. That's amazing. At your darkest moment, right? Besides when your wife left and you were there, was there any time in your like childhood, doesn't matter, adult life, where you're like, man, what if that night I would have done this, where I still would have been here? Have you ever had those moments where you
Yeah.
think about like, man, let's say I was in the car with the boys and I was about to do something stupid.
Yeah.
Thank God I didn't. Did you ever have one of those moments?
Oh, a lot of them, dog. I mean, I don't even know where to start. You know, there's a couple stories, you know, where I've been in the car drinking and driving, you know,
That's
with all the
dangerous.
boys, dog.
Yeah.
We're all there. Everybody in there is not sober. Not one person in that car is sober. And, you know, we did end up flipping a car and a truck, and I rolled the car, and, you know, it wasn't even my car. That's the fucked up part. It was my homie's car. And, you know, I messed up his car. I was the one driving. And honestly, dog, we probably should have died. You know what I mean? We probably shouldn't have been here right now.
And you didn't learn your lesson.
And I didn't learn my lesson.
Yeah.
It was just another like, stupid, you know, story, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there's been many instances where I put my family in danger. You know what I
driving?
mean? Drinking and driving.
Fuck,
Or, you know, there was a time and point.
Please let us know
where-
about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, about the drinking and driving? Or
Your family.
I mean, that was like every weekend. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just like a certain point. Like, I did it all the
fuck with
time.
you.
You know
fuck
what I
with you.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I
I did it all the damn time. So
Yeah.
just thinking about that, like every single time that I chose to get behind the wheel after drinking, I could have possibly hurt my family or hurt somebody else.
You know how some people say, I only had one drink. It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter, dog. It doesn't matter. I mean, driving by itself, you know, sober is dangerous as it is. Then you start adding in other stuff, you know, it ain't right. But, you know, there was a time and point where in our lives, dog, where, you know, I just had my daughter, my oldest daughter.
Yeah.
You know, she's 14 now, but, you know, where we were slanging and we were living in the trap house, you know, with my daughter there.
Dude, how's that?
And the crazy thing is, my wife, once again, she left. She went to go visit her family, and I was gonna meet up with them the week after. So I told them, all right, you guys go. You guys get down there. I still had some work to do, so I had to, you know, we were getting some products and stuff like that, and so I was getting that all ready, and I was gonna meet up with them. Well, they leave. 2 days later, that shit gets raided. Everybody in that house gone. I wasn't there. I lucked out, dog.
Imagine if you're there with your daughter.
If I was there, my daughter's toys were there. Like, her clothes were there. Everything was there, dog. 2 days, they missed it.
You know, she wouldn't be here. She would have been.
None of us, dog. We had a grow house.
You,
like,
you,
we were
you would
growing
have lost
shit.
your baby.
I would have lost my baby. I wouldn't have been here, dog. I would have got years and years for that. And that was a time in my life where I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
I've been in there. I'm driving by. The house is getting ready by the face. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
Whoop.
yeah, yeah. But in my mind, dog, I'm like, how can I put my family in that position?
That's fucking.
Thinking that it's okay, too.
And then you're making excuses. I'm making money.
I'm making money, dog. This is what we do. We're young. Like, babe, we're going to get out. You know, I'm going to get you guys out. Da, da, da. The only place I was going to get them out to was prison or having her be in a home, you know, foster care.
Everybody wants to be Chapo, huh?
Everybody wants to live that lifestyle, dog, but they don't see the repercussions that come with it.
And most of them can't hold it when it happens. When actually it's time to do
When
it.
it's time to do it, right?
Most people fold, dog.
And those boys you thought were your boys, guess what? You know? So it's like,
Trust me, I already know.
you know how that road goes, dog. So that was probably a big one where it just didn't affect me. It was them, my daughter.
So financially, from going from that, making money this way, what's the difference?
You don't got to worry about shit. You don't got to look over your shoulder anymore, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about any of that. It's just like, when cops get behind me now, I'm cool.
Go ahead and search the car.
Go
man.
ahead.
Yeah.
Pull me over. Let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
In fact, here's my card. Hit me up for coaching.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Hey, and you know what's crazy? And I'll bet you anything, dog. When they see you, they'll be like,
Yeah.
hey, what do you do?
They do.
Oh, yeah, I know, I
They
know.
do. They either, I'm a tattoo artist or I'm a trainer.
And they'll be like,
You
hey,
know?
what are you taking? Hey, what can I do to look like that, right?
Hey, the
How
mood
good does
switch
that
is
feel?
quick, dog.
How
It
good
feels
does that feel?
amazing. It feels amazing. It feels great because you're able to like give some insight on how to help somebody.
Now you don't even see that person as an officer or the law. What's up, boy? How can I help you?
Dude, I train. I get a lot of like law enforcement, a lot of fire.
I already know.
A lot of people those type of people gravitate towards me.
Big time.
And it's crazy how like you could be on the opposite side of the spectrum at one point in your life, and now you guys are like boys and hanging out.
You
and
know
training
why?
Each other.
Because you're fucking disciplined.
Yeah.
That structure,
Never thought about that.
think about it. That
Yeah, that's
structure
true.
we have, it consists with with the law,
That's true.
military, Navy.
Yeah.
Everybody in law enforcement government, they appreciate that
Yeah.
because it gives you
Yeah.
a mold to open up so many doors.
You have that in common, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I never thought about that. That makes perfect sense, though. Because I was even telling my wife, I'm like, why do I get so much like law enforcement, sheriffs, you know, like people like that, and they want me to coach them or help them. And then when we're there, dog, it's not even weird.
It's not.
It's not like it's
the
like
same shit.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
And that's what opened my eyes too to people like people are people, dog. Like it doesn't matter if they're cops or whatever.
That's what I have on the back.
know?
I'm not a law for all. I'm a law for me and my kind.
There you go.
Because the law is the law of attraction, carnal.
Yes, yes.
You know, the law of attraction is not black, brown, white, yellow.
Yeah.
It's the law of the universe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If your purpose and your direction is the same as that person, whether he's black, white, yellow, blue, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Because you're attracting them because of your fucking discipline.
Exactly. Yeah, I love that. Because it's so true, dog.
Yeah.
It's so true. You know, how can I vibe and talk with somebody that at one point we would have been enemies? And that's it.
And we do that to ourselves.
Yes, we have those boundaries there, you know.
And we say, because that's how we were taught.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
those
yeah.
guys are just feeding their families as much as we want to feed our families.
Exactly. And there's good and bad people on both sides. There's good cops, there's bad cops, dog. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, especially with the world the way it is nowadays, all the politics, everything that's happening in the world, dog. I guess so many people that have like so much hate towards law enforcement, ICE agents, and I get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
get it, dog.
yeah.
I'm with you on that too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're also just trying to get back to their family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if they're like a good person and they're respectful, dog, like give that same thing back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Fill them out first.
Fill them out
Yeah.
first. And then if it's not and they are
Then
dickheads,
that's on
then
you.
okay, yeah, hey,
Do what
bro.
you gotta do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know what I mean? But and that's what I try to teach my kids too
Yeah.
nowadays, because it's hard raising kids in this time and day where there's so much hate, there's so much, bro. It's like it's not even like we can like combine each other's thoughts anymore.
No.
It's like if you don't agree with me, we're enemies.
It's not-
We can't just talk and conversate no more.
No.
And I can't see your side, you can't see my side, and just be like, okay, I don't agree with it, but it's all good, dog.
Well,
You can't do
nobody
that.
gives each other an opportunity no more. You know what? I might not agree with this question, but I'm gonna try it.
We'll try it. Yeah.
If it doesn't work, hey dog, it didn't
It
work.
didn't work. Yeah. Or it didn't work for me.
Yeah,
It might
exactly.
work for you.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's what you can pull from people, dog, and create your own ways of doing things.
What's one
know?
thing you and your wife do with your kids that's like it's a mandatory thing for you and your wife?
We every single night we tuck them into bed. And I know it seems like, oh, whatever.
No.
But it's our way of like connecting with them, and they look forward to it. Because they know Papa is there every day. And for me, it's about being there every day to say goodnight.
How do your teenage girls take that? Like, come on, Dad.
They
They're too
love
cool
it.
right now.
They love it. They actually love it. And because there was a time and point, dog, where I wasn't there to say goodnight to them all the time. You
That's
know what I
beautiful.
mean?
That's beautiful.
And so, like, even though it seems so little, just that little gesture of me going in and saying goodnight to my babies before I go to bed, it just makes me feel like that's everything to me, dog. I'm getting emotional, but
It's all right. Go ahead, dog. I get
It's
emotional all the
just
time
like,
with
man,
that fool
like-
right there.
all the shit that I've been through, like, that's what I look forward to at night.
It's peaceful, huh?
It's peaceful, dog. It's what brings me peace. It's like just saying goodnight to my babies, because there was a point where I didn't have that opportunity.
Let me ask you this. It takes out the warpath
Yeah.
and it gives the present man to your girls, huh?
Yep.
You take that war shield,
Yeah.
you put it on the side of the door,
Yeah.
and you just come to your girls.
You just come to my granddad, and that's hard for me. You know, that's hard for me to turn stuff off sometimes, like, and be that soft individual. But I'm glad that I have them, because that's what they've taught me, is to be able to have that softness to me.
And that's, hey, homie,
You know?
I salute you 10 times all the way across the board, dog.
Thank you.
Because in this world, we have to be soft as a dog
Yeah.
and ruthless as a snake. You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But at home, that snake should never come out.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like as men, we delegate too much when it comes to being soft, you know? Soft with our girls, you have to be soft. You
Yeah,
have
you
to be
have to.
caring, loving, respectful. But when it's time to show that war, man,
Yeah.
he better
You
come
gotta
out.
be there too.
Right?
Yep. Yep.
Because you can't just do that with people you don't know.
Yeah.
And act all fucking friendly and loving when the person that should be friendly and loving should be at home with the wife and kids,
Exactly.
you know?